What's up, everyone? This is Mrradillo back with another episode of Raiders World because we just had the 2026 NFL Draft where we drafted number one overall, Fernando Mendoza. Fernando Mendoza, the worst kept secret. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. The worst kept secret because this has been a foregone conclusion since the end of the season. But it's been exciting. We're going to watch some different highlights and kind of go through each different draft. So let me go ahead and we'll talk about each one of the picks. And then we'll go through the highlights and everything like that. Because it was a bit of a different type of draft for me, at least. In the background, we see we're building a Lego right now. What's up? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that sick thing. Look at that. It'll be sick. That's another hobby there. Anyways, let's jump into this. Here is our draft class, and we'll go through each one real quick. We got Fernando Mendoza with the first overall pick. Trade-in Stukes. That one was a surprise because we traded down from 36. On the board there at the time was Caden McDonald and then Christian Miller, but we wanted apparently this Trade-in Stukes is a really good safety from what I can see. I don't know. I know it's we're gonna watch some highlights because I haven't actually watched anything. But apparently he had moved up during this draft process and was getting a lot of hype. So it was potential that he could be a first round draft pick. Apparently he crushed the interviews and he was just a knowledgeable person there. But he was our second round draft pick at pick 38, trade back. Then we got Crayon Crawford. Knew nothing about this kid. Excited to see his highlights. We got Trey Zune the third at pick 91. So this probably won't be our center because we just signed Linderbaum. So he'll probably move over, I'm assuming, to right guard or left guard. One of those two. And then Jackson Powers Johnson will either move right or left. Then we got Jermod. So this was actually, we traded into the fourth round. We traded the Bills for this pick. Because he slid. He was supposed to be a first round draft pick, but he had some injury concerns. So potentially, if those injury concerns don't come up in the NFL, right, we should have a steal of the draft right there. So super exciting. Then we draft in the fourth round again. We draft Mike Washington Jr., a running back out of Arkansas. Going back to the well of Arkansas, right? We had Darren McFadden. Now we got Mike Washington Jr. Although we have Ashton Genty, but this is definitely going to be a split backfield. Kind of crushing for fantasy purposes, but I think it'll help in the long run. And I just want to kind of see how he looks. Then we go back to Arizona and we get the other safety there, Dalton Johnson, at round 5, pick 150. So they were in the same team. Kind of interesting of Treydon Stukes and Dalton Johnson. Then in round 5 again, we get Hezekiah Masses, the California kid over here. I like his name, Hezekiah Masses. And then round 6, we get Malik Benson, Oregon wide receiver. And then we got Brandon Cleveland as a defensive tackle. I was hoping around 2 or 3 they would have got a better draft prospect for defensive tackle. But I'm excited to see what Brandon Cleveland has. They're obviously still signing undrafted free agents. Maybe we'll go over those afterwards just to kind of go. But I want to focus strictly on the 2026 draft class of each of our, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 picks. So we had 10 going in. We stuck with 10. And we also made some trades and moved up and things of that nature. Okay, so let's start with the big one, Fernando Mendoza. Here we go. I mean, this is a foregone conclusion. Look at that. Bam. I mean, I'm stoked about this first round draft pick. Like, I know people have been talking junk mad, and they're talking about how he can't run this offense or can't run that offense or whatever. A shout out to Bleacher Report and Bleacher Report College Football for these highlights for Fernando Mendoza. But this was exciting. We knew he was gonna get picked, and I'm excited for the future of the Raiders. I honestly, like, I can't tell you how like excited I am about where we're headed. And I don't know what it is. Like, I have this feeling that this is going to work out. As much as it sucked being a Raider fan for so long, like this pick, Fernando Mendoza, he just screams like has the right stuff. Probably not the greatest athlete of the quarterbacks, but like what I can see from what I've seen from watching him, in the few games I got to watch him in the college football playoffs. Just watching, I'm sold on this kid. He got an arm. He can run. Like I'm I'm about it. I'm about this, and we'll kind of see how this is going to end up. But his mom had MS too, and shout out to Fernando and his family. Um, it's he just seems like he has all the right makeup to deal with the pressures of this life and of the NFL. And it seems like Tom Brady, Clint Kubiak, and John Spytek see something in him, and I trust the process. So we're not going to focus too heavily on his highlights, but let's jump in the middle right here. This is the Penn State game where look at him. Boom. Not afraid of contact. Super down. Oh, sorry. I'm not even on the thing here. Not afraid of contact. Boom. Nice. That was with 30 seconds on the clock for that game-winning touchdown right there. That see, like, this kid just makes the right moves in the right spots. I'm sold on him. Like, people are gonna say he's gonna be a bust, and in 5 years we're not gonna be excited for him. I've been seeing comments like that, and it's overrated, and people are just straight haters, man. Like, if the Raiders turn out and this pick turns out to be legit, they are, dude. The amount of trash I will be talking to all these guys. Like, they better recognize. They better recognize. Okay, next pick here we got Traden Stukes. So Traden Stukes had 52 tackles. He had 1 sack, 4 interceptions, and 6 passes defended in 2025 Arizona. So let's check some of these out. Let's check some of these out. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, we got the circle number 2 here. Oh, that one just kind of fell into his lap right there. All right, here we go. Over the top, over the top. This one, it seems like he's going to go up and get it. Yeah, he looks like he was looking at the specific play the entire time. The quarterback, ooh, boom, went over the top of him. I like it. I think he's an older prospect, which is probably why he went in the second round. I think he's 26. But, like, I'm not tripping about his age. If he's good enough to play, like, if we can get 7 years out of him, like, so be it. I mean, I think the first contract is 4 years of the second round pick, but boom. I already like it. Here we go. Let's see. Boom. Oh, no, dude, if you just held on to that. If you just held on to that. Here we go. Here we go. Boom. You got a sack there. I like it. I like it. Let's pause it. This kid is seeming legit here. I want to see the rest of this play because it's highlighted. I feel like he's going to get a pick here. And he got that. Look at that. Look at that. And the run back. Boom. Almost fumbled right there. All right. I don't know. Like, I think they're gonna try to run a scheme closer to I think they said the Seahawks. I don't know why they got Rob Leonard back there. So hopefully I think they run a lot of big defensive backs. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this kid. Again, like, I didn't know much about him. I mean, I was hearing hype about Stukes, but I honestly didn't think the Raiders would take him. I was kind of bummed about this pick, to be honest, because I was hoping for more of a defensive tackle. But we still went defense. Like, we went a lot more defense heavy than we did. If you look at this chart right here, we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defensive players out of the 10 picks that we had. So that was pretty good. And then we went number 3. This kid I didn't know about anything. I did one mock draft, so I'm not sure how this kid's gonna look. Keyron Crawford. He was from Auburn. He was started at Arkansas State. Excuse me, I'm stumbling here. And then he went to Auburn. I think he's went all over the place, kind of thing, as a prospect here. But let's see. He had 36 tackles, 5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 1 interception. Shout out to Under the Radar Prospects. I'm gonna give you a subscribe right here, bro. Thank you for the highlights. But let's see this. Let's see this. Keon Crawford. I'm hoping because we traded Tyree Wilson like right after this in the 4th round, or the 5th round as well. That was a pick. There you go. Okay, we got 24 on the edge here. Boom, boom. All right, not the most technical there. Not the most technical, but it was looking good. Got speed. Okay. All right. Here we go. 24. Texas A&M. Bam. 17. Bam. Boom. Sack. Did he get by our center that we drafted to? Wait, let's rewind that. Because we drafted Zoom. No. Okay, he's 66. Sorry, this isn't A&M. I went back a little bit too far. Let's go. Georgia. Anyways, I don't know. I don't think that was him. Okay, was this A&M right here? No, it looks like Alabama, actually. Boom. There you go, Keon, Auburn. All right, he's right here, 79. Boom, gets past him. The 79, I think, took a bad jump there, though. Like, but Keon Crawford, respect. Look at that. It wasn't even moving his feet. Look at the 79. Off balance there. Okay, because he's a tight end. That makes sense. Yeah, tight end. He obviously was not up to get it. Yeah, 79, boom, gone. Excuse me. Keon, I mean, he's looking good. I'm seeing these are highlights, right? So who knows how he'll actually be. I'm excited. We added a lot of different pieces, and he's going to learn from Max Crosby. I there was other prospects on the board that I was hoping for at that time. I was really hoping that they would go like maybe some offensive guard or a defensive tackle at this point. But we went edge, and I think it's because they knew they wanted to trade Tyree Wilson, and which they did like the next day, because this was Friday night. But he's looking solid here. I haven't seen anything that's super creative. It looks like he's using a lot of speed. That one, dude, he just read the play the whole way. Good for him. All right. Look at that, and he gets. That was a good play right there. Let's go back. So we have 24 right here. Originally, like it looks like it is a misdirection, play action, maybe some type of option, and he didn't like what was over here, so the quarterback pulled it back, some type of play action. The quarterback immediately just was not in a good state, but looks like 24 is getting popped at the line right here. I don't know if you can see it over my screen here. Let's try to make this a little bit smaller. Okay. If you can see, he's getting popped right here at the line. But he fights those off, and they kind of just give up, though, too. And then he still makes the tackle on the QB. I like that pursuit. I like that. It's kind of relentless. Boom. Shoves him out of the way. I dig that. Keon Crawford, welcome to Raider Nation. You look better than I am, right? I mean, that's not saying much. I'm not even playing football. All right, but then we have pick number 4. Pick number 4 is Trey. I think that was still in the 3rd round. Yeah, because we had 2 third-round draft picks. So we had Keon Crawford, and then we had Trey Zune the third. Let's look at some of his highlights. Shout out to Des Film is King for the highlights here. I'll give you a little subscribe too. Good job, bud. All right, here we go. We got 60. He's playing left tackle right here. All right. I mean, didn't do much. I don't know how that's. I like the fight though. I like the fight. Okay, here we go. Versus Texas. Let's see. A&M here. All right, snap the ball. Are we going to snap the ball? Here we go. Yeah, boom. I like it. I like the meanness at the end of that play. Okay, here's him at center. It looks like he was at tackle, and they moved him inward to center here. Boom. Getting off blocks. I like how he's still fighting. I mean, he got kind of beat right there, but he held it up so the quarterback can make a play. Let's see. I'm a fan of when the prospects are mean. Like, I like an offensive lineman that's a mean guy. Now, they're probably not mean as a people, but I mean when they're playing mean. Here we go. Boom. We got the center, 97. Not much movement on that one. It looks like he was stuffed in the neck right there too. Here we go. Now he's on the edge, a left tackle spot. Looks like he's hitting 91. Got him, blocked, boom. Yeah, I don't know if these highlights are showing the best, but we have a good guard, I think, depth. And again, I don't think that our line is as bad as last year showed that they were. I think they're going to do a lot better, and I think I think Parham's still on the team, or Caleb Johnson. I think they are going to go ahead and do well this season. So I think this is depth, or he could take the starting job. We'll find out, but they're going to fight in camp. Okay, then in the fourth round, the first pick of the fourth round here, we went. I forgot one. Gerard McCoy. Sorry, guys. I didn't set this up right. What's his name? What's his name? Jermod McCoy highlights. And we're going to put this. I had this in order of draft picks, as you can see here. But let's see. Let's do. This one is I hate the ones that start super slow, but are edited really nice. Okay. All right. I don't like this highlight reel. We just want one of just strictly tape. All right. Here we go. Here. Ball Game Productions. Here we go. We got number 8. Oh my word! What's with the we just have nothing but music here. All I want is highlights. Highlight Zone to the rescue. We're subscribing. I don't know why we weren't subscribed. All right, bam. Okay, Jermod McCoy. So apparently he had something wrong with his knee, and he had knee surgery. He doesn't think he needs a new knee surgery, but he said leave it up to the team to decide if they want to do that. So he may not he may not play a lot this season. It may be a future thing that happen. But apparently this is a first round talent, and I'm pretty stoked that we got him. Here we go. Boom. Like that. Here we go. That was impressive. Good ball skills right there. Look at him. He's always looking for the ball. Stuff. Okay, I like it. Boom. Immediately on impact gets him. Where's he at? Number 3 right here on the bottom of the screen. Boom. Stuck. Dude. I like a good thumper. He just found the ball. Look at that. I'm impressed by this kid. I hope that his knee is going to do well. He doesn't need that second knee surgery. And if he does, I think the Raiders are confident in his abilities. So that's a good pick. Steal of the draft right there if he turns out healthy. Always a risk. Mike Washington. I'm excited to see we got this running back and see how he is. Here we go. Boom. Okay, 4. Oh, if he would have kept his feet right there, he would have been gone. Here we go. He's a big running back. Bigger than Ashton Jeanty for sure. Number 4. Let's see it catch. Here we go. Wow, touchdown. They were a lot of these highlights are from Alabama A&M. Looks like they were killing them. Here we go. Pitch. Nice blocks. Here we go. Boom. Another block. Up to touchdown. There we go. Welcome to Raider Nation, Mike Washington. 4th round running back. You're going to do great with Ashton Jeanty. I think he's going to be solid in the running back 2 spot. I can't recall off the top of my head who's on the depth chart. I think Dylan Labe is still on there. Obviously Ashton Jeanty. But I don't think we have much other depth at the current moment. So we needed some running back depth. Oh, this was versus Arkansas State. Look at them. All right, so then we have Dalton Johnson in round number 5. This was the co-partner to Traden Stukes. So let's see how he's rocking. So he had 97 tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble, 4 interceptions, and 7 passes defended. So we still have we've just gotten better, I think. They attacked defensive backs in this draft, and I'm really I think that's what their plan was. Obviously with Fernando Mendoza too. But because we didn't go a lot of offensive, we did 1 guard, but no, and 1 receiver and a running back, I guess. Here we go. Nice. 47. Here we go. Bam. Look. Oh, and it became an interception. That was sick. Here we go. Interception. Boom. Just stole it from Cincinnati right there. Yo, 43. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Dalton Johnson. Look at you. Get your name out there. Block. I see. Like I'm excited for this draft too because there's a lot of defensive talent that's been added to our defense that frankly needed a lot. Our offense needed a lot too, but we have a lot of better pieces on the offense. Like we have Brock Bowers, obviously Ashton Genty. Now we have Fernando Mendoza. In defense, we had Max Crosby. They did sign some new linebackers. I forgot what their names were off the top of my head. Excuse me. Quiddy Pay was on there. We still have Kuntz. We had Tyree Wilson, but he has been traded to the Saints. So yeah, so I'm excited for just this Hezekiah Massis. This one doesn't look like it's a great highlight, so I don't know if you can see it. Boom, but there he goes. That's an interception at 5. Sorry, excuse me. Here we go. That was an interception. Let's back it up a second. Back it up a second. Boom. He snagged that ball out of it. Let's jump in here a little bit more. I don't know if that was a highlight. He didn't even like turn around there. Like that one was. Excuse me. He kind of was just following him down the field. Didn't even know the ball was released. I don't know if that's quite a good highlight there, but it didn't. No, incomplete pass. Regardless. Boom. I like that. I like that. Here we go. Interception. Cal. Hezekiah Massis. I like that. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. I'm liking it. Good job, Hezekiah Massis. And then we got Malik Benson. Malik Benson had 43 catches, 719 yards, and 6 touchdowns in Oregon. So let's see how this goes. He went pretty high to the Jets. Nice route, nice catch. Here we go. Boom. Looks like a post. Nice open the field catch. Speed, man. Looks like he has some speed. That was impressive right there. Ooh, burner. Okay, I like him with Trey Tucker, Jack Besh, and Dante Thornton. I think they also had Jalen Naylor that they added as well. They probably do need another receiver. Maybe they'll add one in free agency still, but I'm liking this. Here we go, 4. Here we go, 4. Oh wow, Malik. See, he had to get that other toe down for the NFL. 4 just ran everyone. Nice. And then we got our last pick here. We got Brandon Cleveland from NC State. Let's see some burner here. Okay. He is 44. All right. All right. 44. Let's see it. Boom. Moving guys. I like it. I like it. Highlights from the same game. Like I get that you want to highlight them in order, but look at that. Boom. Moving people around in Notre Dame. Whoo, that was legit. Just toss the center aside. Wait, let's go back to that play. All right, all right, all right, all right. So here, he's sitting there. He has the center up, like he's controlling where the center goes. He's just waiting for that where that running back's decision is going to be. And look at the running back. He decides, boom, to cut to the right. He tosses him aside. Tosses him aside. The center is just gone right there. And then boom, boom, takes it, gets the hit. Didn't let him stand him up, even though the running back had all the momentum. That was impressive. That was impressive. Just he was wrecking the center that day at Notre Dame. Bam. All right, 44. All right, 44. He's a 7th round pick, and I'm stoked on this draft class. I'm excited to see how they're going to be on the field. Excited for Fernando Mendoza. And it's just going to be, I'm excited to be a Raider fan right now. I'm excited for the future, and I'm excited to see all these kids play. All right, this has been another episode of Raiders World. I hope you guys had a great day. Like and subscribe and give me a follow. Adios.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along.